In a galaxy on the fringes of known space, a peculiar transmission was received by every ship and station. It spoke of a place called the Lost Colony, a remnant of the old wars that harbors a secret, one that may change the course of history forever. When the message was sent, its coordinates were corrupted, fragmented. To track the transmission's origin, several pieces of the scattered data must be collected. Hundreds have set out in search of the Lost Colony, believing the first to find it will attain unparalleled wealth and power. Some desperate crews seek to acquire these so-called data fragments by any means at their disposal. However, the frantic hunt for data fragments is not the only stirring of trouble in the galaxy. With the intergalactic warp network severed and a pervasive species known as the Infected spreading through the sectors, chaos is rising. No one knows what will become of this galaxy or its inhabitants in due time. As officers of the Lawful Colonial Union, employees of the weapons manufacturing WD Corporation, members of the Piratical Alliance of Gentlemen, a delivery crew for the Fluffy Biscuit Company, or neutral citizens bereft of a faction, it is up to you to decide what you'll do. Will you help restore order? Will you plunge the galaxy deeper into chaos? Or will you join the hunt for the fabled Lost Colony?
Alright, that is Pulsar. So let's pop in and make our character first. We'll go with that. So that's us for now. Now let's boot up the academy. This is our tutorial. In colonial space, cargo inspection does something. Well, we'll have to see when we get in the game. If you want to run through the trading room, hold left shift to sprint. Just be mindful of your stamina. Okay, we gotta sprint. Talk to the desk assistant in the next room and they'll direct you to the training course. Got it. Welcome to the Academy. To begin your primary training, proceed through the next room and use the screen to activate the teleporter. In primary training, you will learn fundamental tasks for operating a starship. Okay. Talk to this person. Hello? Info Master. Greetings. As one of the information masters of the Academy, I can teach you about factions, races, and history. If there is a topic you are interested in learning about, please ask, and I will give you a general overview. Questions. What do you wish to learn about? Factions. There are several factions that vie for sectors in this galaxy. Which faction are you interested in hearing about? Let's start with the Colonial Union. The Colonial Union is our central government. Many galaxies are under its jurisdiction, even the fringe galaxy we are in now. Officers in the Colonial Union fleet often receive assignments involving diplomacy, exploration, and law enforcement. The main Colonial Union station in this galaxy, Outpost 448, is looking for new recruits as we speak, and many Academy students find good work and service to the Colonial Union. More topics. Tell me about the WD Corporation. The WD, or Woldendorf Corporation, is a manufacturer of advanced weapons. It is a massive company that largely governs itself in its own private fleet. It owns its own private fleet, rather. Due to its frequent illicit deals and inhumane labor practices, WD Corp is often at odds with the Colonial Union. Many of its employees test experimental weaponry, transport assets, and act as militant ships should the need arise. I've heard the work is hard with minimal pay, but to some people, access to WD technology is enough of a perk to overlook everything else. More topics. Alliance of Gentlemen. I presume that since you are a respectable student of the Academy, you will never associate yourself with the Alliance of Gentlemen. The Alliance of Gentlemen is a band of pirates, smugglers, and criminals of all sorts that have spread across the known galaxies. Many utilize cloaking technology to hide their ships from sensors. Alliance of Gentlemen crews often clash with the Colonial Union officers and pose a significant threat to anyone traveling through the neutral sectors of the galaxy. Regardless of what faction you decide to work for, you're bound to run into some dangerous ships that claim to be affiliated with the Alliance of Gentlemen. So keep your wits about you. More topics. Fluffy Biscuit Company. The Fluffy Biscuit Company sells and delivers flavored biscuits. Over the past century, its biscuits grew remarkably popular and became an intergalactic sensation. The company is rapidly expanding, even in fringe galaxies like ours, and is always looking to hire fresh graduates of the Academy. It is rumored that every Fluffy Biscuit Company ship is equipped with a biscuit-making machine, which delivery crews are allowed to use whenever they desire. The only complaint I've ever heard from Academy graduates hired by Fluffy Biscuit is that the competition among delivery crews is fierce. Okay, let's see what other topics we can talk about. History and species. Which topic interests you? Let's start from the top. Old Wars. Several thousand years ago, humanity was in a golden age. Then the Silvassi, a previously unknown alien race, attacked without provocation. This sparked a war between two civilizations that spanned dozens of galaxies and hundreds of years. In the end, humankind won. The survivors of the old wars founded the Colonial Union, our current government, marking year 0 of the Union era, UE. Now in the year 3205 UE, much of pre-Old War history has been lost to us, and continues to be a subject of debate among academic circles. Relations between humans and Silvassi are still recovering from the Old Wars, but progress is being made to integrate both species equally in Colonial Union society. More topics. Silvassi. Don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but let's go with that. Due to the Old Wars, Silvassi and humans have a complicated relationship. In the beginning years of the Union era, the Silvassi were considered prisoners of war, and most lived in labor communes run by the WD Corporation. Today, great efforts are being made to integrate the Silvassi into Colonial Union society, and many serve in the Colonial Union as captains and officers. The WD Corporation has been slower to accept Silvassi among their official employees, but that is slowly changing as well. Silvassi require a liquid methane environment to survive, so most wear suits. Silvassi are immune to cold and no oxygen environments, but they are extremely vulnerable to fire. They are also able to cloak themselves, going invisible for a short time. Okay, robots. Robots are often used for labor and service work, such as running automated trading stations. However, questions about their self-awareness have arisen in the recent years, which have kindled debates over robot rights. Robots are now being hired into more diverse positions, like on crews of starships. Robots are immune to many extreme environments and do not need to breathe. However, they cannot heal by regular means. Food is nearly useless to them, and damage they take must be repaired mechanically. In addition, due to their sensitive machinery, they can take fewer hits than their biological counterparts. Humans. Humans are the most common race in the Colonial Union. They are susceptible to extreme environments and require exosuits before setting foot on inhospitable planets. However, humans are quite resilient. If they fall in combat, humans can be revived by a comrade once per warp jump. Okay, I think that's all that we have to talk about. Yes, okay, cool. Love a little lore dump. Okay, so this is where we're supposed to go, I believe. Yes, primary lessons. Pick up repair gun. Repair gun. Equip. Repair. Okay, that's doable. Fire extinguisher. It's gonna take me a second to get to R instead of E. Fire. on the exosuit. Extreme temperatures ahead. High temperature. Running in this suit doesn't seem very feasible realistically, but I appreciate that we can still sprint. Pick up the heavy pistol. Heavy pistol. Equip for... Ooh. Oh, overheated. Too fast, I guess. I see your heat. Oh. Yay, I did it. Use laser turret. So if I click it, it goes until it can't go anymore. Just trying to see if I could stop it. So it looks like it's about waiting till the heat is low before using it again. Okay. I think I get that. How do I get out of here, though? I'm stuck in laser turret machine. Get me out. Enter exit is R. Got it. Got it. Hello. Double press space. Jetpack. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. That's fun. Jetpack. Hello. Another important aspect of operating a starship is navigation. Navigation can be performed through the use of the star map, a map of the galaxy that shows every accessible sector of space. Star map can be opened by pressing M. It also shows where you are in the galaxy, how far you can warp, and locations of interest. Please peruse these topics at your leisure, and note that the posters on the walls have more information about sector types. Nebulas. Okay, let's read about nebulas. Infected by purple or green, indicated, by purple or green areas on the star map. Nebulas disrupt sensors, making it difficult to locate other ships in a sector. In addition, nebulas block long-range communications. So there is no loss of reputation if you attack another ship. Pirates from the Alliance of Gentlemen often use nebulas to steal ships without the ships being flagged as stolen. But flagging is a topic for another lesson. Alright. Racing sectors. I feel like I'm in over my head. If you see an exclamation point or question mark above a person said, it means they are a mission given or involved in the completion of a mission objective. Completing missions can be a good way to acquire credits, experience, and reputation with factions. Missions are typically assigned in two ways, by talking to people on planets or stations, or by receiving messages through long-range comms. Let's demonstrate the former now. In the next room, there is an item I want you to retrieve, a medicine pack. Pick it up, then report back to me. And if you haven't noticed, the next room is quite dark. Be sure to use your flashlight, which you can toggle by pressing F. Good. And keep in mind mission information can be viewed by pressing tab, and then going to the mission section of the tab menu. So we've got flashlight. Is this the room? I don't... Oh, I see. Medicine pack. Hello? Give item. Good, you completed the mission. The other way to missions can be assigned is through long-range comms. Long-range comms mission appears as a message on your ship's hailing screen. In some cases, these missions can be orders from higher-ups of your faction, and neglecting to complete them could result in loss of reputation or at least the opportunity to complete the assignment. Captains will learn more about missions and long-range comms in their class training. Please proceed to the next room where you learn the last of the fundamentals. Alright, this way. Ooh. Turn off our flashlight. Big fancy building. It looks like we want to go this way though. Okay, this is where we go to all of the special trainings. Let's go to captain training. Alright, teach me how to be a captain. As captain, you can set waypoints on the star map by pressing left click on a sector. Up to 5 waypoints can be placed, and the shortest path between them will be calculated depending on your ship's warp range. Right-clicking a waypoint will remove it, and right-clicking on your current ship location will remove all waypoints. Cool. Can we sit? Learn about waypoints. Okay, sit. This is the chair. Cool, cool. Captain's chair. Very important thing to know. Log screen. This is a log screen. It keeps track of ship damage, reputation, credits, captain's notifications, and other important events. If you ever need clarification about something that happened, you can check your ship's log screen at any time. It is usually located near or inside the captain's quarters. Learn about captains. There are many different types of captains and styles of leadership. My best advice to you is to listen to your crew. Make sure they're on board with the best way you Make sure they're on board with the best way you choose to tackle the challenges of the galaxy. That should be a space. And do your best to be fair in your decision making. Remember that you also have the power to kick players, intervening if you notice abusive behavior or non-cooperation among your crew members. Okay. Keep everybody happy, that's the job. Learn about faction reputation. Depending on your actions and choices, your crew will acquire positive or negative reputation with the different factions of the galaxy. By completing missions or quelling hostile ships with pure negotiation, you can acquire positive reputation. By attacking ships or failing certain missions, you can acquire negative reputation. So, quelling hostile ships with negotiation, so trying not to attack. With enough negative reputation, certain hubs will no longer welcome you and may attack on sight. If you lose reputation with your own faction, you may not receive the same benefits, and if your reputation reaches 0, you'll be ousted from your faction and become unaligned. Flagging. Your ship has a faction registration indicating which faction produced or owns your ship. In certain circumstances, your ship registration can change to flagged, which means you may be involved in criminal activity. Ships will treat you as an enemy, regardless of your crew's faction alignment. The most common way to acquire flag status are by claiming another ship as your own, refusing to comply with a Colonial Union inspection, or becoming unaligned with your faction. By blocking long-range communications, you can avoid getting a flag status, but methods of blocking comms are beyond the scope of this lesson. It is also possible to get your ship unflagged at some shadier locations. Alright, so we learned about our reputation and flagging. This is just a table. Is there anything else we can do? I like that we have a little table everyone can sit at. Log screen, captains. Alright. I guess this is it? Cool. I guess we're ready then. Go back to the beginning. Academy exit. There we go. Well, that was our little introduction.